Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my foundation routine for you. So here I'm getting started with a primer. This is the #1 primer from IT Cosmetics. You'll see that I'm using sample sizes of things. I received some samples, excuse me, and I've been using them pretty frequently lately actually because I really like the products. That right there is the IT Cosmetics CC cream, and I think the color that I'm using is tan, which actually matches me really well. And I really like the formula. It's a little thick, but that's a good thing because it stays on all day, and you'll see the way that it covers your skin. Like, it just really covers up all of your blemishes. And I use like a dual fiber brush to buff that into my skin, and I really like the coverage that it gives you. Like, as you can see, like, I have really bad discoloration under my eyes. Sometimes it comes off as like blue. Today they looked kind of red. I mean, I don't know how to even classify it as dark circles or just redness. I have no idea, but they were really being a biatch lately when I was trying to cover them up. And when I found this CC cream and stuff, I noticed how well that works for me. It really covers them. So there I'm just taking my beauty blender and going on top of the foundation. It's actually not a foundation, it's a CC cream, but it covers like a foundation. And just buffing it and ensuring that it's, all the way blended in and seamless. And next I'll be going in with the Bye-Bye Undereye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. And the color that I used for that one, I think, is medium. I have that one, I have medium, and I have light. It's neutral medium. And I tried the light one and it was too light. Like, I personally am trying to kind of get out of that super highlighted under eye look. I just don't find it flattering for my face. It looks good on a lot of people, and a lot of makeup that I've seen, but for me, I don't really necessarily like it. So this is like the perfect color for me. And once you see, once I set it, it makes my eyes stand out. It covers up the darkness and the redness just enough, and it just looks natural, which is what I've been kind of going for lately. Um, there I went ahead and took my beauty blender, and I'm switching between beauty blender and my finger to just kind of really blend that out. And this really doesn't crease, and I have horrible creases under my eyes, and this stuff really works. That's the Tarte Amazonian Clay setting powder. I use this very lightly because it is white, and I'm always afraid that it's going to give me that whitewash, in pictures. It hasn't, but I'm still kind of paranoid, so I don't use it too much. But the amount that I use is just perfect. Like, you can see how smooth that is. Like, it's amazing. That combination together just really, it really works out for me, and I'm really excited that I found that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start my contouring. That's a Bobbi Brown palette. I love that palette. There's cream shadow or cream foundations. There's concealers in there if you flip over the other side. That's like a warm almondy color. And as you can see, if you suck your cheeks in, you pretty much it maps out where you should contour. Now, I bring my contour down because when I'm looking forward at the camera, you'll see that's the way my cheeks kind of sink in, and I'm trying to accentuate that because I want to make my face look slimmer. So I'm going to follow the natural course of, my cheeks. And I don't necessarily like to bring it all the way down to my mouth. I think that it's not flattering. So then, I go ahead on my forehead, underneath my jawline, and then I'll take a lighter shade from the palette to do my nose because I don't want that to be too dark because it can end up looking a little extra, and I don't really want that. Oh yeah, my chin, around my chin, and then here you'll see I'm going down my nose with it. And the consistency of this product is just amazing. It really like melts onto you as soon as you put it on. They're super creamy and they're super blendable, and I think that palette was like one of the best investments I've ever made as far as makeup. So here I'm going to go ahead and add my highlighting shades. As you can see, I did my concealer first. That's just my preference. You don't have to do that. If you like to do the whole shebang, concealing, highlighting, contouring all together, you can. But because of the way my under eyes are and they're super creasy and all that, I like to do them first, immediately after I put my foundation on, just to ensure that it sets well and that I don't have any, major creasing. So here I'm just going in and putting all the, concealer where I want to highlight. Then I'm going to take my Smashbox primer water, which I'm running out of. I dampen my beauty blender with it, and I just get to blending. And you don't really necessarily have to worry about the lines and you know, overlapping one, because I mean that's the whole point. You're blending everything together, so you know you don't want it. You don't have to focus on, oh, I need to do my contour with this brush. And I mean, I don't. I blend it all in, and as you'll see, like it comes out really well. And the thing with blending is immediately or initially you might be like, oh my god, this looks crazy, but you'll see the end result always comes out really beautiful. And I've kind of been going for a more subtle look lately because it's summertime, it's hot, and I don't want my face to melt off as soon as I step outside. So this may seem like a lot to, you know, some people, but my, you know, when the weather is cooler, I definitely pile on way more makeup than this. So I've been trying to keep it a little lower key. I find that if I take my two ring fingers and blend this out, it comes out really pretty, and you can kind of, you know, focus it where you need it to focus on your nose. So yeah, I'm just continuing to blend out as I see fit. And then I think at this point I take my Nye Banana Powder and I go ahead and put that right underneath my contour line. What that's going to do is it's really going to make your contour stick, you know, stand out and make it more defined when you go ahead and bronze and stuff. Sorry for my little karaoke break. Thumbs up if you love that song. Like I wasn't feeling it when it first came out. I don't know why. I think it's everybody was like on it, but I like it now. And it came on Pandora, so I was like, you know what? Let me sing. But so now I'm taking that bronzer that was Bare Minerals bronzer that I've had for like ever, and I really like that color. I just think it's really flattering and it looks natural. Like it looks like a natural tan that you would get in the sun. So I'm going ahead and putting that over all the areas that I had the contour cream and just blending that out. Then I'm going to go ahead and dust away all of this powder. Ideally, you want to leave it on a little bit longer. You want to bake, quote unquote. But for the purpose of the video, I didn't leave it on super long. But it still does. It still does what it needs to do. Next, I am going in with more bronzer. I think I go in with like 3 bronzers. That's from the Naked Flush palette. This one just kind of tones down the one that I originally put on and really makes it, it gives it that like, you know, natural sun-kissed look. Sorry, I almost dropped my laptop. And so then next, I think this is where, yep, I go in with the blush. I don't remember the name of that. I was trying to show you guys the name, but it's an e.l.f. blush. I think it's like, I don't know. I have to look at it. But it's a really pretty natural, kind of like peachy tone blush, and I just put that right on top of the contour and a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. I don't necessarily like blush too much, especially now in the summer. I stick to more bronze and highlighted looks, but this one's pretty because it's like, it's neutral. So, and then here I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown. This is my favorite one, and I think we're gonna have another karaoke. Okay, now that that's done, I'm sorry. I know I'm not the only one. Like, you put your music on, you're getting ready, you start to, you know, you start to feel yourself because you're like, oh my God, my makeup is looking fine, I'm fine. And then they play, you know, Pretty Girl Rock. You have to dance to it. So thumbs up if you dance and sing and act real stank when you're getting ready, because I know I do. So here I'm just highlighting. I took that highlighter from the Naked Blush palette, or Flushed palette, excuse me. And I highlight like with 3 different products because I've just been like obsessed with highlighter this summer, and I absolutely love the way it makes my face look. It just really, it makes me look so vibrant and, you know, J-Lo-ish. So that's the Laura Geller one. I've had that one in other videos. That's my absolute favorite highlighter, and I'm not going to buy the full size until I run out of the sample. Makes sense, right? So here I'm just taking, I think I'm taking a brush and I blended everything together, just lightly brushed over it. Now I'm going in with my lips. This is a lip liner that I got from Sally's. I love their little selection of lip liners, and they're really good. Like, they last long, and I always kind of mix them together and come up with these colors that people are like, what lipstick is that? And I'm like, listen, it's this lip liner with this gloss and this and this. And like, I like to mix them together. So I went ahead and filled my whole lips in with this lip liner. Then I go in with the NYX, the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. And the color is Addis Ababa. It's a really pretty fuchsia pink color. And with that lip liner on top, it looks amazing. So I'm setting my face with my primer water again. And this is the final look. And here I always do this little trick now that my collarbones are starting to be fleeky. I like to take a little bit of bronzer. That's a Milani bronzer. And I just kind of brush it along my collarbones, and it just kind of gives them like a shimmery glow and makes them pop. It's really cute if you're wearing like a strapless dress or something, which is exactly what I have on. I'm not naked. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Go, 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 go.